Welcome back, Tater Tots, to my channel for episode 5 of the Sugar Macaroon Legacy Generation 1 Watermelon. In the previous episode, Melly finally headed up towards the falls to offer up her herbs she'd been growing to see what would happen, and that's when she discovered Kim Goldblum, who took her herbs and headed towards some old cottage. So Melly, she had so many questions now and no answers. So later on, she also met with Malory in town and was invited to attend one of her reading events, and that is where our episode for today begins. Melly arrived at the library early on Friday morning, ready to listen in on the story that Malory would be telling the children during story time. She had missed her chances earlier in the week and refused to let it happen again. The children were whispering with excitement. However, as soon as Malory walked in, they immediately quieted down. She looked at them all with a big smile on her face and raised her hand. "Who's ready for some more storybook magic?" The children raised their hands full of eagerness. "Very well, let's get started." 200 years ago on this very land, there lived a small group of witches. However, they preferred to call themselves Fays of the Forest. After all, they didn't like the negative view people had of the word witch. The family lived a little ways from town near a small waterfall. Off the road and through the forest, there was a long dirt path that led from their home down into the village. The matriarch of this family was named Melisandre. She was the oldest and most experienced of them all. She had been gifted from a young age with powerful magic and incredible control. Next was her daughter, Willow. She favored her mother's silver hair but lacked in magical spells. Instead, her magic was in communicating with animals. Her closest friend and companion was her black cat, Stella. The next 3 members of the family were not related by blood, but simply stayed together due to similar principles and personal bonds. Claude was a close friend to Melisandre. He followed her as he believed her to be a great leader and was charged with training the young witches on their spellcasting and heightening their natural talents. Flora was a young woman gifted in the realm of plants and flowers. She could speak to them and hear their whispers back to her. The plants themselves taught her the ways in which they could be used. Last of all was Althea. She was a beauty beyond compare. Where she grew up, many believed her to be a witch of seduction. It was Melisandre that took her in and showed her that this wasn't true. She was simply blessed with divine looks from her mother. Her true power was actually in healing. She could restore things like new, but at a cost. For every time her powers were used, part of her youth and beauty were also taken. The villagers in the nearby town lived peacefully alongside the witches, often seeking their help with farming and any time someone fell ill. Things seemed as though they would go on as they had been for years, until one fateful day. A young child from the village fell extremely ill. The mother of this child tried all the medicines from the local merchant, but to no avail. It was then she decided to visit the witches in the forest. Without hesitation, she carried her son out of town, following the dirt road. When she arrived at the witch's cottage, she frantically told them the situation. Melisandre immediately ordered Flora to put together several healing potions from all her herbs she had collected. Claude took the mother from the room to help her calm her nerves. Flora quickly administered the potions to the boy and covered him up in a bed to rest. All they could do now was wait. A few hours went by, but nothing changed. The mother became more frantic. Melisandre knew that the best chance they had was for Althea to use her healing magic. Although knowing the risk, Althea agreed. After all, she couldn't bear the thought of not helping an innocent child. She concentrated her mind to focus on feeling the negative energy within the boy's body. It was then that she felt something break. She knew in a moment that the energy flow surrounding his heart had shattered. She was too late. The boy was too far gone. Most conditions, illnesses, broken bones, all of it, she could repair. But if the life force contained around the heart breaks, she knew there was nothing she could do. She sank to the floor in sorrow, just as the young boy took his last few breaths. The mother walked forward in disbelief, realizing her son was no longer with her. She turned around to face the witches and screamed at them. She blamed them and accused them of using their witchcraft to take her son away from her. She grabbed her son and carried him back to the village. Once back in town, she raced around the village, yelling and screaming for all to hear that the witches had stolen her precious son's soul for their own dark purposes, that they had been fooling them all this time. The villagers quickly crowded together, arguing about what to do about them. It was then that they decided to bring an end to the witches. Thankfully, Claude had used his familiar to follow the woman back into town. He heard the news and quickly reported back to Melisandre. The family gathered what they could, readying themselves to leave. Just as they began walking away from their home, the villagers had arrived and began to chase after them. They quickly ran as fast as they could through the forest until the angry villagers had lost their trail. Sadly, this one event caused the relationship between the villagers and the witches to never be the same again. This is where the story of witches stealing the souls of children came from. So remember, kids, while the witch wasn't able to save the little boy, it doesn't mean she didn't try. At the end of the day, it was all a misunderstanding. After all, magic can only do so much. Sometimes a person's fate is set in stone, and sometimes it isn't. Regardless, the lesson I want you to take away from this is don't believe everything you hear. There is usually a good reason behind all things. Also, never give up. You never know what you might accomplish if you keep on trying. Melly has just finished listening to the story from Malory that she just told. So Malory has come over to chat with her and to check on her to see what she thought. So we are going to just, choose some random chat options here just to, make conversation about everything going on. And so Malory's like, hey, I'm so glad that you were able to make it. I kept looking out for you earlier this week and I didn't see you. And, Melly's like, I know I had so much stuff going on and I just never was able to make it. So I'm so sorry, but I'm so glad that I was able to catch you this time. She's like, so what'd you think of the story? She's like, well, I thought it was actually really interesting. It was such a different viewpoint than, what I feel like I've heard around town. And it put the witches in such a positive light. And she's like, I know, right? Like, why do people need to have such negative views of everything? And she's like, plus, these are stories for children. We got to keep things lighthearted. And I don't want them looking at bad on other people. And so Melly really appreciates how open-minded Malory is about a lot of things. And she's like, so where did you hear this story to begin with? Malory's like, well, actually, I heard it from my grandmother. So, that's pretty cool and interesting. So Melly, these names are way too similar. So her name's Malory, right? Yeah, Malory. She is just, sorry, I meant to say Melly again. I got distracted. So Melly, she is here just researching, doing a little bit of light reading after hearing that story. It looks like we have a fellow person from town coming to join us at our table here. And the children have already left after the storybook time. So they are so excited about all the new stories she tells. But this week, was the week that she was going to be telling the story about the witches. And so basically how it works, like I mentioned in the last episode, so Malory does this story time here at the local library 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And so for each of those days of that week, she'll tell the same story. That way all the kids, if they weren't able to make it, will get to catch it on another day. And if they really like the story, they can just come back and hear it again. And so I really love that about Malory. I think that's super cute. And so of course she was decked out in her little witch's outfit here to really set the vibe for the story. And so she is just so cute. And oh my gosh, then she's up here playing this intense war game. Anyways, though, it looks like Melly is feeling pretty bored. She does not like being trapped inside. So I think since the story time is over, we are going to go ahead and head on back to the house. But I did want to take a look here at our aspiration. So we need to forage 5 items from the Bramblewood, craft animal treats 5 times, and give 3 gifts to foxes, rabbits, or birds. So I definitely think we could do that. So I figure we can head over, maybe before we go home, we'll head over to the Bramblewood area to see what we can harvest. We have arrived in the Bramblewood, and I forget how beautiful this place is. So let's see what kind of things we can forage for. So I'm going to pause this while I take a look around. Pick strange mushroom. Okay, we can do that one. Don't think I've never foraged in this area before, so all of these items are going to be brand new. And look at the cute little rabbit. Oh my goodness. And I want to apologize for not getting an episode out last week. So this storyline for the beginning of this episode took me a lot more time to do, and then they released that emergency patch update from for the For Rent expansion, which I have not purchased yet, but I heard all these things about it breaking people's safes really bad, and I always usually back up my save files, but I was still pretty nervous that it would just ruin everything. And then I finally braved it and did it, and everything seems to be okay so far, which I'm very pleased to know. And so, yeah, but I do want to let you guys know that I will not be posting an episode next week with the Christmas holiday. I'm going to be out of town with family through part of next week, so I'm not going to have time to get all of my episode and storyline in order. So I will get to it as soon as I can, of course, and I will keep you guys posted if anything else changes. So, ooh, a choco berry. So let's harvest some choco berries. We got a strange mushroom. Is there anything else? Like, look at this beautiful garden. Look at this house. OMG, this is adorable. I'm loving this little like garden area. How cute. Oh my gosh, this is precious and gorgeous. But I'm not finding too many, what do you call them? Collectibles, things to forage, unless I'm just blind. Melly has officially found the last of the 5 items from the Bramblewood, so we are going to go ahead and head on back to the house because she is super uncomfortable. Since Melly has been home, she has been out here just chatting with this little rabbit that is named Monty, and we did give it a gift, and so let's discover some gift preferences for it. But regardless, I'm just going to give it another egg because that's what I gave it before. Oh, can I not give it another gift? Aw, of course I can't. So, okay. Oh, and Graham. Hey, Melly, I think I have a crush on Briley Hammer. Do you think it's worth going for it? She's going to tell him to think about that for himself. I don't even know who he's talking about. But anyways, oh my gosh, look at all these rabbits. I love this little black one. It's so cute. Okay, come on over here. Ask about how rabbits travel underground so we can find out some more. Did you just set your plate on this tree stump? You did. You did, girl. Why'd you do that? All right, so we have given a rabbit another gift, so we are super close. We just have to craft animal treats, but we will worry about that later. I do want to ask Monty if he will help in our garden. Monty will help out by eating any weeds that appear. Okay, thank you, because I need all the help I can get with my garden. Like, I seriously do. Okay, so let's go ahead and supercell a bunch of these because I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and hire a gardener to help me because this is just a lot going on. But I can't help it. I just want her to have a huge, big garden, and I just think it would be so fun to have. We need to, let me check the status of our coop. I don't even know. I don't know why my things aren't popping up. It's probably because actually I turned the headline effects off. So yeah, that's probably why. So we're going to clean up our coop, scatter some feed and whatnot. But I do need to have her work on her flower arranging skills as well. And it looks like Shiloh needs a bath badly, so we will have to take care of that. And okay, Butters is sleeping, so all is well there. We are getting some simoleons up. And the reason I don't have anyone move in with her to help out with the garden and whatnot is because part of the rules is that she has to live alone until she is an adult. So that would be kind of like cheating if we do that. You know what I mean? So that's the main reason why I'm not doing that. So, okay. And we need to talk to a plant today. Oh, Butters is getting on in years. Oh, I didn't realize Butters was getting old so fast. That's kind of heartbreaking. But okay, we'll supercell those, supercell our roses. Oh, and it looks like Grandma's come on over. I didn't even notice. There we go. So I now have our headline effects showing again because I did turn them back on. I forgot that I had turned them off so that I could do some screenshots. And I am going to have to put her flower arranging table inside when we make like a greenhouse. So yeah, that's something that we are going to have to consider. And I might end up, what I have to do is maybe get rid of this old barn, tear it down so that we can put, you know, Butters' barn over here when we get, you know, have another cow. I'm assuming probably since she'll pass away soon. And then maybe we can do our greenhouse maybe over here or in the center. I don't know. I've got to figure out the layout for what I want. Look at this beautiful arrangement. This mermaid scales one, it says it's poor, but girl, I think this is beautiful. You can sell that baby. Good afternoon, everyone. It's Saturday, and Melly and little Shiloh are going out for a jog. And look at Melly's adorable workout wear. Yes, she has like little daisies on her workout pants, her leggings, and they are just adorable. It's so sunny and bright, like her personality and her little hair clip. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I really love it. And Shiloh is just so happy. Look at their gifts over there. We'll have to remember that later. But yeah, she is just enjoying a breath of fresh air, the great outdoors. Melly is a strong believer that nothing beats the sun on her skin, a breeze in her hair, the sounds of nature, moonlight playing with her shadow. Life outdoors is good. And then we have nothing tying me down. There's nothing like the sweet smell of independence after a nice long sleep. Melly loves waking up single. And nice outdoor walk, a brisk fresh air walk is very satisfying for Melly and her dog. So they are just enjoying the beautiful environment. And oh, we got a shirtless man over here grilling. I mean, I know it's hot outside, but I didn't know it was that hot. And on her jog, it looks like she is jogging over here past Graham's house, which is super cute. I'm loving that. Working on their fitness together, her and Shiloh. It is a good Saturday, a great weekend. It's a beautiful day outside. It's actually hot, which is really refreshing. So I'm definitely enjoying that aspect. And this place looks really different in like the broad daylight. Like it really does to me. So anyways, okay, let's check out what's going back on at our house. We have taken care of Butters. Butters is all good. Our chickens are good. And it looks like our garden isn't doing too bad. Yeah, the rabbit really helped with the weeding. Oh, fantastic. And we reached fitness level 3. So great job, Melly. And oh, Dawson is coming to chat with her, it looks like. Isn't he the shirtless one? I'm pretty sure he's the shirtless one coming over for a quick chat. But okay, let's get back to our house, like I said. And so with our garden here, it looks like we've got some things that we can sell. This one, I believe we can evolve. Yeah, there we go. And we do need to water our plants, so we'll tend to the garden. And today for work, we need to research a plant which is simple enough and reach level 6 of our flower arranging. So yeah, we are in the process of doing that. And I wanted to check the calendar just to see where we're at. OMG, Melly becomes an adult officially in like almost a week and a half. Like it's a little less than a week and a half, but that is so exciting. And we have the Fenwick Llama Fair. I've never been to that. I didn't realize that there's different ones. Oh, chicken fair, garden. Okay, that's why when I went that one time there was only eggs. This makes so much sense now. Okay, I did not realize that they were all like separated. So, wow, this is really cool. So, okay, it tells me what is over here. Pie competition, oversized crop competition. Do I have oversized crops to compete with? I have a medium pumpkin, so I could try to grow a few more in time for the fair. Ooh, that could be really fun. Oh, it looks like the Fenwick Oversized Crop Fair is starting now. So haul in your biggest oversized crop to compete with the others, purchase unique items, pie competition, share your tastiest, prettiest homemade pie to be judged, and win ribbons. So, ooh, okay, I do like this. So it goes until 9:30. So we won't head there just yet. I'm gonna let her finish up by, we're going to super sell a bunch of our plants here. That way we can take care of them and have her finish tending the garden, and then we'll head on over. Melly is currently calling a gardening service to come and help her out. So thanks for hiring from Gardeners United. Your gardener will arrive on Monday at 9:05 a.m. So perfect to start off our new week. Oh, there's some pet poo. So we'll go ahead and pick that up to use for fertilizer. And oh, here comes Monty. How sweet. Let's check on him, see how he's doing. We're going to socialize and smother him with love because he's precious. And take gift offered by Monty because he brought us something. What did you bring us, sweetie? Let's check it out. She's like, hey, I'm going on over to the Fenwick Fair. I will let you know how things go. Maybe I can win a prize. We'll check it out. Oh, he is so sweet. I am loving this. And oh, maybe he'll take care of our weeds while we're gone. Oh, one red wool. Fantastic. So, all right, let's go on ahead to the Fenwick Fair. That was not what I wanted to click on. This was it. Nope, no, it wasn't. Where's my Fenwick Fair? Here it is. We are downtown. So let's see. Here are the podiums. Let's submit an entry and see what happens. Because, I don't think I'm going to win anything just because mine's a medium-sized pumpkin. But, you just never know unless you try. So I figured we could... A chocolate egg? Okay. Medium pumpkin. Okay. So a round squash with smooth, slightly ribbed skin and most commonly deep orange in color. The icon of the squash world. The great pumpkin waits for no one. Okay, perfect. So come on, place it up here on the podium, Melly. Let's get this done. Let's do ourselves a nice warm welcome into Henford-on-Bagley by entering a pumpkin. Wow, that looks like a pretty hefty pumpkin in my personal opinion. And oh, okay, she's got lettuce. How can you compare lettuce and pumpkins? You can't. What's this one? A medium pumpkin, excellent quality. Mine's perfect quality. Take that. I bet you aren't gonna beat me, Charlotte. Okay, here comes the mayor. She is checking it out. Miss Lavina Chopra, you better give me a good score. Just saying. But I definitely don't have a pie or anything, so we will be missing out on that part. So, okay, we are getting quite hungry, so let's come over here and get something from Sarah Scott while we are visiting. So we'll order some food. Let's see. Let's get something. What's something that I feel like would be here? We're going to try this bangers and mash. Oh, and look, here's Graham chatting it up with us. He came to the fair. He's like, so you submitted your first entry? And Melly's like, yeah, it's just a medium-sized pumpkin. I'm not really expecting to win anything, but I thought I'd at least give it a shot, just try to, get myself used to it and how the competitions work. And he's like, absolutely. I think that's a fantastic idea, honey. Plus, you worked really hard on that. And wow. Oh, that looks pretty tasty, actually. So, yeah, he's like, oh, better be careful, though. I've heard that there's rain coming in the forecast soon. So, okay, I wonder when they're going to release the desserts. I said desserts because I saw this chocolate pie that looks more like a purple pie to me. It doesn't look like chocolate, but there's only one entry there. And what's this? Excellent lettuce. But my pumpkin is perfect. So I'm really, really hopeful. This kid is super cute. Wyatt Hooks. OMG, you're a cute little boy that is making a mess. Of course you are. Of course. Everybody's just grooving, hanging on out here. We are eating our bangers and mash. And where is the restroom? There's got to be a restroom in this place, right? Right? Is there not? What is wrong with this place if there's no restroom? There has to be a restroom. Girl, oh, there it is. Oh, it's just hiding behind the bar. Okay, good. She's gonna go take care of herself. Okay, well, this competition goes until 9:30, so I'm really hoping that we're gonna find out the results. This is Dawson Hooks and Kensley Hooks. So this must be his daughter, and then this is his wife, Charlotte. And then those are their other two children, I believe. Yeah, Addison Hooks and Wyatt Hooks. So very cute. The whole family came to compete. So I'm really liking that. Oh, what's this one? Cottage pie. Okay, it's about to be 9:30. The festival will end in 1 hour. Finish up any activities before it closes. Be sure to come back the next time the festival is in town. All right, well, I do want to know, what the results are, so hopefully we'll find that out soon. But it looks like she's getting herself a drink from Sarah, and she's just chatting it up with her. She's like, hey, so I actually went to a story time over at the library. She's like, oh yeah, with Malory. She's like, yeah, you know her? She's like, oh yeah, she's such a sweetheart. She's always been volunteering around town, helping out everyone, running errands for people. Like, she's such a sweetheart, and she loves those kids. She looks after them like they're her own, even though she's just a teen herself. And I think that that's really adorable because Malory, she really does have such a good heart for being so young. Like, she's very grown up for her age. Oh, Miss Lavina is, oh, she's clapping. Oh no, did this one win? I thought mine would win for sure because it's perfect. Isn't perfect considered better than excellent? I mean, look, it's only worth $8, but it is 14.48 kilograms and mine's 13.73. So yeah, view competition entry. So I do want to see what it says when we do that because I have no idea. I don't know anything about... Oh, Melly has been feeling really confident and successful lately. Her new drive is to be more ambitious. I don't necessarily want to do that trait, but let's see. Fenwick Fair reward. competition. First place oversized crop. We did it. So we got super vitality fertilizer. And so she has unlocked the recipe for flirty treats. Okay, flirty treat animal treat has been added to Melly's notebook. Oh, okay. Congratulations, your oversized crop won first place at the Fenwick Fair. Please check your Sims and Households inventory to find your oversized crop. Be sure to prepare for next week's Fenwick Llama Fair, but we don't have a llama. So, yeah, we won't worry too much about that. And honey, what are you coming over here inspecting the garden? What is this? A fruit tree. Ooh. Okay, well, we're not going to just uproot what's in the middle of town. I feel like that'd be kind of rude, but it is pretty late, so we're going to head on back to the house. Happy Sunday morning. It is officially summer, which is wonderful. I'm so glad that it's going to be nice and warm outside. We might have to get ourselves a thermostat if it gets too hot. I'm not sure what the weather here in Henford-on-Bagley is typically like, so we'll have to figure that out. And oh my goodness, Shiloh, you need another bath, don't you? Got like fleas going all around you and whatnot. So after we finish eating, let's go ahead and take care of her. Today I have decided to have Melly make some animal treats because I've never done that one and it is part of our aspiration. So we are going to have her come on in here and do that. It looks like we just use some vegetables and fruits or something. It did say that she's going to be making a friendly treat, which I do like that idea. You'd like to come over and hang out? Of course, Graham, you can always come on over. And oh, who is this? It looks like Wesley Hooks, which, okay, let's see. He is 18, so we can invite him on in to say hello. And she's like, hey, how can I help you? And he's like, hey, my dad told me to come on over here, check, make sure everything was good. I was coming in with Graham. We were, in the area, and he wanted to introduce me to you, let you know, like, I'm a teen, and so I can definitely help you guys out here with your farms and any gardening work that you have, which Melly really appreciates that. She thinks that's a super kind gesture of him. So, oh, I forgot we have a plate out here on a tree stump, of course. Melly is going to give Butters the friendly treat. So Butters is now under the effects of the friendly treat. This will increase the relationship between cows and Sims. The way to the cow's heart is through a delicious treat. So that is wonderful. So, okay, let us milk Butters. I actually realized I have not milked her once. I've never actually done it. So let's take a look. What does it look like? OMG, look at that, girl. You are so skilled, though you missing the bucket a lot. Quite a bit of milk. So, okay, good job, Butters. Thank you so much. That was fantastic. Looks like Butters is feeling pretty happy. Okay, we've discovered information about a bottle of milk, which has been added to the notebook. We got 6 bottles of milk. Fantastic. So Butters is very happy and content. I'm going to, we're going to smother Butters in love, but I do need to take care of her shed and refill her feed because it is dirty and her feed level is quite low. Melly has officially reached level 5 of the flower arranging skill, so she can make arrangements with orchids and the birds of paradise. She also can scent their arrangements with roses and dahlias. Their level 2 floral arrangements will also be of higher quality, which is awesome. So we are moving on up. We just have to get one more skill, and we do still need to research a plant for tonight. And tomorrow is the first day that our hired gardener is going to come over and help us, which is wonderful. So I'm thinking about starting to build the greenhouse. I know I've added some interior, and I've actually added, just so you guys can see, I don't think I've actually shown you yet, but I added an upstairs here. So I am working on things. So we will be adding more, of course, as it goes. So let me show you the whole exterior of the house at the moment. So yeah, this is what it looks like on the outside. I think it's really cute. It's just a charming, tiny little cottage type house. And yeah, we got to have some more rooms, for eventually in the future. And so I'm really excited. I'm thinking we're going to keep her bedroom down here. And then this is probably going to be the laundry room. And then 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and maybe even another bedroom. I don't know, maybe a guest bedroom or just like a bonus room of some kind. I'm not quite sure yet. And oh, looks like Sarah Scott has come on over to visit us. And I figured there is no better way for her to just end the night by relaxing, doing some cross stitching. She's working on making a dog pattern, and I swear we worked on a bunny one in one episode, didn't we? But I don't even know like where it is. Like, did I hang it on a wall somewhere? Like, I don't even see it, and then I don't see it in my inventory either, unless I'm just blind, because these are eggs, not the cross stitch. So I don't know what happened to it, but we're gonna have to do it again. And we have gotten cross stitch level 3. 14 count. Who is she? Melly has backstitched her way to the next level. She can now stitch pumpkins, mushrooms, and berries. Who said you needed to go outside to enjoy the beauty of nature? That's really cute. I have no idea what all of the different patterns are, so I'm pretty excited to see what those are going to be. And oh, sweet little Shiloh, I love you. I'm so sorry we haven't had a whole lot of time together. Hopefully with hiring a gardener, things will get a little bit easier and we can give you some more attention. I know she's so sad, poor thing. It is Monday night and we have been working out in the garden, and we've been spending a good amount of time this afternoon with Shiloh, and she just finished learning how to shake, which is awesome. And I just really wanted to spend time with her because I feel so bad that we haven't really done a whole lot. So, you know, I regret that a little bit because I know she's getting older too. So I want us to be able to have a good time, but it is getting pretty late. So yeah, we definitely have some things coming up, like a birthday party to plan here soon. Meet a celebrity, we don't care about that. And then the next weekend is the chicken fair. But anyways, I wanted to spend a few minutes here just to talk to you guys about the story that we heard. So yeah, Malory was so good at telling the story and she absolutely loved it. And if you guys remember, like I said, when Melly was asking her, she said she heard it from her grandmother. And so, you know, she is very intrigued by that and whatnot. So she wants to befriend Malory a lot more to see if she can find out anything more and, you know, see if she has any other stories that might be able to help her figure out what's going on. And she's also thinking of showing her those plants that Shiloh came home with to see if Malory might know more information. But I do know that she did kind of show them to her before, but, you know, I think she's going to quiz her a little bit more, you know, see if that can tie into the stories or anything. So, you know, just anything that we can find out more to add some more in-depth information that we need. But on the actual challenge itself, we are doing really well. Let's see our skills. So pet training, we are about to be at level 4 on that. And we are supposed to max this out, and it goes up to level 5, I believe. Gardening, we've already maxed out. We do need to max out our flower arranging just because I have her on the florist route, even though that's not part of the challenge. And then, of course, the cross stitch, which we have plenty of time to do that. And then here on our crafting, we just need to do 4 more of these animal treats to get to our next reward. So country caretaker. So we are on 2 out of 4. So, okay, awesome. So anyways, oh, there we go. Level 4 of the pet training. So by reaching level 4 of the pet training skill, Melly is able to show off pet tricks and command her dog to attack. OMG, I love that. So that's really cool. I don't know who I would have her attack, but yeah, that's pretty cool. And Shiloh has learned how to roll over. So we are seriously on a roll. Get it? I know that was a terrible joke. Terrible. So, okay, so we just need to learn speak, play dead, and then to continue our fetch training. So things are going really well for her. And I'm going to, oh, Graham is coming over. Of course he is. Also, we did have our bills come in and they were actually like really cheap. They were only like 500 something simoleons, which I thought was awesome. So yeah, and we do have 6,000 simoleons. So I'm trying to decide, oh my goodness, Butters! Butters is passing away. The Grim Reaper is here. Oh, Butters' time has come and now they'll be strolling around those rolling green hills in the sky. Oh, Butters, we've enjoyed our time with you. I'm sorry, age 1 last pet. Oh my goodness. I hope you have a wonderful time on the other side and enjoy yourself. I'm sorry if we couldn't give you enough love. Oh, the Grim Reaper is loving on her. That makes my heart happy. Okay, so at least it wasn't like a really sad, disheartening end, you know? And the Grim Reaper, boy, why are you looking for a bed? Okay, oh, there he goes. He's like, man, I'm tired. So, all right. Yep, we don't have anything in our shed anymore. It's an empty shed, but in some sense, like I'm kind of okay with that because it's so overwhelming. But on the other spectrum, like, I'm kind of sad about it. But, we're gonna have to just rebalance things. I could put a greenhouse right here, but part of me thought about getting like a horse at some point, but I don't know, that might just be way too much to have cows, chickens, horses, and goats, and a garden. Like, I feel like I would need a lot of people, a lot of hands to help me take care and maintain that. And sorry, Graham, we have already gone on to bed. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed, especially that whole story at the beginning. I spent a lot of time on that. And I also just want to say a thank you to the creators on the gallery of several of those characters. And they did such a fantastic job. I did change their names just to kind of fit my storyline that I already had going. But it is just, I love how we can just share each other's creations. And I want to make sure that I give people the props for creating things and, making sure that their name is out there. That way they are known and they get the rights, for what they've created, their hard-earned creations. So anyways, I am going to, like I said, not be posting an episode next week just because of the Christmas holiday. I will be out of town. So just remember, it will be the week after. But I appreciate you guys being here with me on this journey for the Sugar Macaroon legacy. I think it is so fun, and we are moving right along. And Gen 1, I think, is going to be over before we know it because I'm playing on just a normal lifespan. I'm not doing a long one like I normally do, just because I feel like it will make things move a little bit quicker. And I just don't feel like it's necessary to do this one on long. But anyways, like I said, thank you once again, Tater Tots. I hope you had fun. I know I did. And if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the future episodes. And don't forget to hit that like button and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And I will catch you next time. See ya.
I know, man, passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, so in